Comfort feels safe. It feels earned. It feels like progress. A steady job, a stable paycheck, a predictable routine. All of it signals that you've made it. You're not struggling anymore. You're not anxious about survival. You have a nice place to live, a decent car, maybe even a vacation once a year. From the outside, everything looks solid. And because it looks solid, you assume it is. You assume stability equals security. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Comfort does not equal freedom. In fact, comfort often becomes the very thing that quietly blocks financial independence. Because comfort doesn't just reduce stress, it reduces flexibility. And flexibility is the foundation of freedom. Most people build their lives around stability. We're taught to value predictability over volatility, security over uncertainty. So we optimize for a stable income, stable expenses, stable routines. It feels responsible. It feels mature. But stability built on fixed obligations is fragile. It only works as long as income flows uninterrupted. The moment that income slows down, everything built on top of it starts to wobble. And here's where comfort begins to change your structure. When your income rises, your lifestyle usually rises with. You move into a bigger place. It feels like progress, more space, better neighborhood, an upgrade that reflects your hard work. You upgrade the car. It feels practical and deserved, safer, newer, more reliable, maybe even a little status boost. You add subscriptions, services, and small conveniences that make life easier. Streaming platforms, delivery apps, premium memberships. None of them feel expensive on their own. You improve your surroundings, better neighborhood, better furniture, better experiences. None of these decisions feel reckless. Each upgrade seems logical, justified, and aligned with your income growth. They feel deserved. After years of effort, it seems completely reasonable to enjoy a higher standard of living. But every upgrade increases fixed costs. A bigger home means higher payments. A newer car means longer commitments. And fixed costs quietly increase dependency. Each monthly obligation ties your lifestyle more tightly to your income. Here's what comfort really does. It turns flexible choices into permanent obligations.
It turns flexible choices into permanent obligations. What used to be optional spending becomes something you've committed to long-term.
Rent becomes a long-term mortgage. Instead of paying month to month, you lock yourself into decades of scheduled payments. Lifestyle becomes something you can't go back from. Over time, your baseline cost of living rises. What once felt like upgrades slowly becomes your new normal. And once your baseline rises, your margin shrinks. Now, when your paycheck arrives, it doesn't represent freedom. A large portion of your income goes straight to housing every single month. Before you've had the chance to think about investing or saving, that payment is already scheduled. Another piece of your paycheck disappears into protection and coverage. It's necessary, but it further reduces the portion of income that actually builds assets or creates leverage. Electricity, water, internet, all essential, all recurring. By the time these basics are covered, your paycheck has already been fragmented into obligations rather than opportunities. Small, recurring charges keep flowing out automatically, barely noticeable on their own. But together, they steadily reduce the portion of your income that could have been invested instead of consumed. A significant share of your earnings never even reaches your bank account. Before you make a single financial decision, part of your income has already been claimed. What once felt like financial progress becomes a structure of fixed obligations. Instead of building optionality, your income becomes locked into maintaining your current lifestyle. The more you owe each month, the fewer decisions you can make freely. Financial pressure doesn't feel dramatic. It feels normal, and that's what makes it powerful. As your obligations grow, your tolerance for uncertainty shrinks. You start protecting stability instead of pursuing opportunity. The more you build around preserving it, Your focus shifts from creating upside to protecting what you already have. The more comfortable your life becomes, the more afraid you are to disrupt it. A better opportunity might exist, but the risk of temporary instability feels too high. The comfort you've built becomes the reason you stay where you are. Even if growth is stronger elsewhere, uncertainty feels threatening. Stability wins over potential, even when potential is greater. The idea stays in your head, but the fear of disrupting your income keeps pushing it into later. And later slowly turns into never. When your fixed expenses are high, even a short income gap feels dangerous. The more you commit to monthly obligations, the bigger every risk appears. High fixed expenses lower risk tolerance. And without risk, long-term growth slows dramatically. Comfort protects today, but it restricts tomorrow. Most comfortable lifestyles depend on a single income source. No position is guaranteed anymore. Markets evolve, companies restructure, and automation keeps advancing, often faster than careers can adapt. No position is guaranteed anymore. Markets evolve, companies restructure, and automation keeps advancing, often faster than careers can adapt. Your schedule, your income, and even your financial security are tied to decisions made by someone else. The paycheck may look strong, but the control isn't fully yours. That stream feels reliable until it isn't. Layoffs happen. Industries shift. Technology replaces roles. When your entire structure depends on one stream, you don't own your time. You rent your stability from your employer. Financial freedom is not about luxury. It's about optionality. Real freedom means you can pivot without financial fear. A new path doesn't threaten your survival. It simply becomes another option. When you're not financially cornered, you can reject work that drains you. You choose opportunities based on alignment, not desperation. The ability to reduce work without collapsing your lifestyle. Optionality requires low fixed costs and income diversity. Comfort, on the other hand, increases fixed costs and narrows income streams. Build a structure that gives you flexibility and control. Because comfort feels good in the moment, but flexibility protects your future. If you want real freedom, don't just build a comfortable life, build a flexible one. Because comfort feels safe, but freedom requires space to move.